wouldn't believe the trouble. I still have some influence.
They're going to indict me.
Of course. Yes, I understand they are.
Well, can you help?
That certainly is difficult. But Jill, you have to understand, there's not many places they'll let you just do what you've done. We deviated from the plan slightly, didn't we?
No, but I mean it was him. He was the one at Garvno.
Yes, it was. He was.
I mean, you know what he did.
Yes, and you arguably did the world a favour. You're going to have trouble proving it.
I don't believe this. I recorded his confession.
I don't know how to put this. I'm not sure they're going to accept it as admissible. I'm not sure they believe you about the old man. They're going to argue that he may have been there at Garvno, but whether he was involved...
Whether?
Well, that's open to discussion. They're going to argue that he may have been a local or something.
Well, why would he say what he said? Why would he admit to that?
Attractive young woman comes to see him. Says she's his niece. He likes her, she wants him to say something, and he says it. I mean, he wouldn't be the first.
What? You think he was boasting? Who boasts about that?
Well, I know he wasn't, obviously. But them? And it's them who's going to be putting you on trial. I mean, we're talking about an internationally wanted criminal, and he's been happily living in some apartment in the capital. They're supposed to be after him, like everyone else, and he's right under their noses, like they were shielding him or something. They won't admit to that, will they?
Then you have to help me.
Me? How am I supposed to help? Jill, they're saying he was just a fantasist, and you murdered him. Just how am I supposed to help?
We had a deal.
My part of which I've already overseen.
So did I.
Yeah, but then the confession, well, getting it on tape, I mean, and getting caught, if you remember, wasn't actually part of it. That was all you, Jill. I mean, I know old habits die hard and all that stuff, but it was all you.
I could go to prison for the rest of my life.
Actually, technically, here they could hang you. But I believe that's unlikely.
Well, then how can you say you fulfilled your part of the bargain?
Because books will be written about you. People will quote you. Huge numbers of hours will be devoted to the discussion of whether you were right to do what you did. You'll be inundated with offers to write several books, all of which will be hugely successful. And they may even do a live link up to your cell, and you'll appear on chat shows all around the world. One chat show in particular.
Oh, you bastard!
No, listen. Why? They'll ask. He'll ask. David will ask. Why did you do it? Everyone will want to know.
Well, I could tell them the truth. I could tell them about you.
And I'd be happy if you did. Honestly. But who's going to believe you? I could back you up, but even if I went in front of a camera and said that it was true, I mean, who'd believe me? It's always been my problem. No one believes. The best situation, everyone would think we're both stark staring bonkers. And who could blame them? Either way, your notoriety will increase. Sorry, how is this not me fulfilling my part of the bargain?
I did what I was asked to do. I did what you told me.
Yes, you did. And more. You did it. And you got what you wanted. You're about to, anyway. Do you see where I'm going here?
You tricky fucker.
Well, you found me.
Yes.
So, you are a relative, and you found me.
It wasn't easy.
No. As you know, presumably from everything you have read, that was what I wanted. And you are a writer, yes?
A journalist. I want to tell your story.
You can understand why I would be suspicious about that.
No, it wouldn't be negative, what we call a hatchet job.
So you say.
I'm on your side. I believe what you did was necessary. And eventually the truth will come out. That's the reason I'm here.
Again, so you say.
Can you imagine what I went through to find you? How difficult it is. It's like you don't even exist. And yet I did.
I do not even know that you are who you say you are.
I've shown you the documents.
Ah, documents can be forged.
When you were young, about 5, you and your cousin went on holiday in the south with your parents, and she had a box of matches. And by accident, a barn was burned down, and an old farmer lost his cows. He committed suicide later. And you both swore you'd never tell anyone because you'd been playing doctor. It was a blood oath, and we know how important that is. Did you break it?
No, I never did.
Neither did she, Cousin Sophia. Well, not for a long while anyway, not until when she got ill, when she was dying. I'm on your side.
I cannot be sure of that. Why do you think I've been hiding all these years?
Look, if I wanted simply to expose you, I could have done so straight away. I'd have my scoop.
How are we related?
I'm sorry.
My dear, you are attractive and I am old. But please do not think that I am stupid. How are we related? Anyone can say what you have just said. And as for Sophia, I never did tell anyone, but plainly she has.
I'm your great niece, once removed or something. Sophia married my mum's cousin. I got to know her. And then, about 5 years ago, she developed Alzheimer's. And that's when she told me about you and the story of the barn. At the time, I thought she was rambling, but then after she died, I was going through some of her old papers, and I found the letters she had from you in, was it 94, 92? You'll remember you told her to destroy them, that no one should know. But she didn't. She must have admired you, loved you so much.
She did. Love me. We were childhood sweethearts, and we were bound by the tragedy of that poor farmer, that secret. Being cousins, it was completely forbidden, of course. Oh, she was obsessed. It was not healthy. Then we got older and our parents put a stop to it. I had a career in the army and her family moved abroad because they knew a war was coming. And you are on our side.
Yes. I want to tell your story. Our story. I want the world to know the truth.
Even about Gardner.
Especially about Gardner. So?
Gardner was a village like any other. We rounded up the men, the older boys and children. The women we took elsewhere to special camps. You're going to ask me why.
Of course.
All right. They, or you, the Western media, never understood what it was like for us, what it means to us. You know, the problem was one of blood, one of land. It was ours, always ours. We were born to it, and they were like an infestation. They do not mean to be bad people, evil, but that is their nature, you see. And the thing with an infestation of any kind is you cannot just destroy the nest. Some will always come back. So you have to breed out the bad blood, you see.
So you shot the men and you raped the women?
They would become pregnant with our children. And with them having no men, the infestation dies out. You see, scientific.
And you pursued this policy?
I had my orders, and I ordered my men to do it. What you must understand is they had become uncontrollable. You know the phrase, breeding like rabbits? I mean, I have nothing against those people, but they must be controlled. It is not a pleasant duty, you know, but it is a duty. If you love your country and your blood, and I do, it is a duty. As far as I'm aware, we both have many cousins we have yet to meet. And that is a good thing. And now, they call me the Butcher.
You came to see me?
Yes. You weren't difficult to find.
Oh? Oh, right. I understand you were going to kill yourself.
Well, if you can help, there's no need, is there?
No. No, that is true. But I think I'm going to need to know why.
Why?
The suicidal thoughts, the despair. Why you need my help.
A colleague got a job.
And that's enough for you to want to kill yourself.
No, you don't understand. It wasn't just a job, it was the big time.
The big time being...
He's going to front his own chat show in America. He's going to be feted and quoted and lauded. He'll write books. Books will be written about him. He'll get quoted. I should... Look, don't you understand?
I'm beginning to.
We started together, me and David, straight out of university, working on the same local rag. We both knew we were talented, going to be big. We interviewed spot the ball winners and people who found funny shaped vegetables. Then there was the serious stuff, muggings, the sexual assault, the odd murder. And also the perks, the interview with a visiting celeb. We did all right. We went to London around the same time, working on the nationals and magazines. He was getting big celeb interviews while I was doing major crime reports. See, what I'm good at is getting people to tell me their secrets.
Are you? Wish I could say the same. Sorry.
That's when we got together, moved in. And for a while it worked. I mean, really worked. I worshipped him, like he was a god among men. But then he had to throw it all away to screw the winner of some reality show. And suddenly he's in the limelight, being seen all over town with her and others. Obviously we split up, and I was still reporting on the murders, the child abductions, important stuff people need to know. And it was good stuff. Miserable, but I'm good at it. Finding the angles, making each one sound different. I mean, that paedophile in the school, it was me who nailed him. The girl he was keeping prisoner, well, if it wasn't for me, they wouldn't have found her. But do I get any credit? And now he's got his chat show in the States, and I'm still here, rooting round in personal misery and human tragedy. And I want some of what he's got.
You want a chat show?
No, I don't want a fucking chat show. I want the world to know that what I've done is worthwhile. I found the pedos and the gangsters and the dealers, the loan sharks, the dodgy landlords. I exposed them. The world saw them for who they were and justice.
Okay, but you want to be famous?
Yes, because the worst of them are still out there. I can get to them if I'm well known. Being famous opens doors, you know that.
And
I want David to see me doing it.
okay.
And you can make that happen?
Well, I can facilitate certain things that should make it happen.
And so, what? I mean, I can't believe this service is free.
Oh, well, I think, Jill, I think you know what you have to give me.
That? Well, you can just have that. It's yours. What do I need it for?
No, sorry, it doesn't work like that. You have to do something. Something bad. A mark of faith. You see, I'm not just some collector. I have to show that humanity doesn't work. So you have to do something bad, and then I get your soul.
Like what?
Well, what's the worst thing you can think of?
I don't know. Murder? You've got to be kidding me! I'm not killing 3 people just to be famous. What do you think I am?
As a great man once said, we've already established what you are, now we're negotiating.
No!
You're making this very difficult for me, Jill.
I'm not murdering anyone. Oh.
What if they were a bad person.
Bad. As in evil.
Yes. Good idea. Someone who deserves it. Someone who's done worse than the worst thing you can think of. Someone hiding from the world, from justice. You kill that person and you get away. No one knows who he was, except you and me. And then after, you get what you want. The fame you want. You write. People write about you. Your picture in all the papers. You get quoted. And I can guarantee that he, your colleague, boyfriend, ex-boyfriend, whatever, David, yes? He sees every single one. You might even be a guest on his chat show.
Evil, huh?
Well?
You're quite straight up, aren't you? I thought you'd be a tricky fucker.
Evil it is. Sign. Nice handwriting. Not like David's. His is a scrawl.